strength. Is that brat a Saiyan? He is a real one.
Alrighty, how's it everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the new TEQ BROLY that transforms into the legendary Super Saiyan at 55% level 1 links. We did manage to pick up a copy of him at 55%, so we'll be running him here against the Memorial Gohan stage. And there's a couple reasons why we're doing that. Number one, we get Turles and his passive up, and of course we get a few other characters in their passive up. So let's start by taking a look here, right? So with this guy, we are unable to attack for the first turn, but we do activate that entrance animations as you saw. And during that first turn, we have 90% damage reduction as the first attacker. After that, we have 70% in slot 2 or 3, and then critical hit as well, giving to extreme class allies, 50% that is. Now, he does give 60% to all extreme allies in key 2, and he has defense 200% and guards all attacks. So his main function here in base is to just kind of act as a stopgap. By the end of the celebration, we're going to have multiple Brolys through who all probably aren't going to link together. So his main job is to help them all link together, so you don't end up in a situation where you have a rotation with no links. Otherwise, we can just straight up transform him turn 1 if we don't, if we're not worried about that. But we're going to test this out. We're going to see how he does with this setup here. We don't actually need any key with this guy because he's not attacking. And as you can see here, he's only got 200k defense, but with 90% damage reduction, it is more than enough. And we are going to eat a super slot 1. So let's see how much we take from this. Alright, so double digits. That's pretty good considering that is what? A 1.1 million super, so that's pretty good. There we go, so maybe we can let the Turles attack up a bit, and that might help. Alright, not bad. And now Hirudegarn's going to attack over 9 million. Hopefully he can actually get more than one stack here. There's one. Nope. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that. Okay, we do get the dodges though. Alrighty, excellent. So again, we could transform if we want. I think what we're going to do, let's stick Cell Max here so we can get those hits in. So we'll put this one slot 2, and then we'll send off this guy. There we go. Alright, we get the normal with Cell Max. We're going to get another normal. Okay, no, we actually do get an extra super. Okay, would have been a shame if it was 3 normals. There we go. Alright, and so there we go. We're going to eat a super here. As we already saw, he takes nothing from these supers because of that 90% damage reduction. There we go. And then the 24 mil from the Turles army here should be enough to take him down. Now, obviously, we have the Turles army for their support for planetary destruction. So that's the main reason we're running this guy. Excellent. Okay, so now we're actually going to transform our Broly here. Excellent. So, I mean, as I mentioned before, you do want to do this right away, because now he doesn't have any of his damage reduction. It's just 200k defense and guard, which is not enough. So, we want to make sure we transform so now we can start utilizing him. So, we get key 3 once transformed, attack defense 200%, 260%, and another 50% damage reduction for 3 turns from his injury turn. We also have an additional damage reduction 26%. So 76% for the first 3 turns, with an additional attack defense 150% when performing super attack. He gets key 1 up to 5 and transform a critical hit 10% up to 50%. Combine this with their 50% for fighting pure Saiyans or Earthbred fighters. They basically have auto crit. He also has a chance for a super attack 50%. After receiving an attack. He also has an additional defense 200% before attacking and guards all attacks after the first attacker in turn. He also launches an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. And, like I said, critical hit for fighting pure Saiyans or Earthbred fighters. He disables the attacked enemy's action if you get the 24 key once within the turn. So honestly, it's pretty good. So we're going to stuff him here in slot 1, just to kind of see how he does. So you can see here, 200k defense. We have 76% attacking defense. Honestly, it's pretty good. I'm sorry, not 70. We have 76% damage reduction and guard. So he's not getting touched here. There we go. So 13 million on our opener here. And we do proc the additional super, so that's pretty good. Alright, there we go. And we should be able to eat this super post super. He doesn't raise defense on his 18 key, but he does on his 12 key. Very nice. Alright, now hopefully BROLY here can get some additional crits, and we can actually get through this phase a little bit faster. That might be too much to ask for, though. Very nice. Alright, so Turles, obviously without Big Bad Boss, is not going to be looking the greatest, so he's going to be saved by the next rotation for sure. Alright, we get an additional super. Alright, another normal. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform the friend here. Excellent. Okay, so let's put him here. Let's grab that. Okay, so a little bit less on the friend here, but that's because we only have the 2 links active. So this is understandable. Alright, but he is taking double digits. 14 million on the friend here. Now the friend obviously has 79% over our 55, so he's going to be looking a little better. There we go. He does get an additional super. Remember, this super is only 55% or 50% chance to proc. There we go. We actually got the triple. But yeah, seeing the way the 79% one works, I definitely think additionals is the way to go for him, since he's basically got auto crit through his passive. Just because, you know, it'll help you deal more damage with him. There we go. We get the additional super. Perfect. So this should take us into the Orange Piccolo phase. Perfect. Alright, so let's do this number. Let's use his active.
Where do you think you'll go?
I'm preparing the rocket so he can escape the explosion.
In a rocket built for one person.
Alrighty, excellent. So, let's do this. Send off the Turles army. I'm gonna keep the two Brolys together here. We can keep them slot 1. So, the main thing we wanted to do there was utilize that, to utilize that active skill, because it's just a straight buff, right? Like, no questions asked. After you bring them out 1 turn, 26% for the rest of the battle, and you can see how much that really plays an effect. Look at our attack stat now. Look at our defense. That's a pretty big jump. So, pretty stoked about that. So, grab that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and he is going to super us slot 1 here, which is good. We want him to hit us here. Alright, 20 million, a much better. And of course, this is with the buff from Turles and being linked with a good link partner. Alright, so here goes BROLY. Well, Dragon Ball Super BROLY. Big difference. Alright, nice. We're actually proccing all these crits, even though it's the type advantage turn, which is not very helpful, but I mean, we'll take it. It'll get us through this faster. There we go, we get another one. My goodness, he's not slowing down. Perfect. Alright, and then LR Turles with the 21 mil. We get another one. Yeah, here we go. Alright, give us that triple, why don't you? One more? Yeah, I don't know if it's enough to kill, though. That's my only concern. Ah, not quite enough. Okay, that's fine. Alright, it is enough to keep everybody protected, though. So let's do this.
Where do you think you'll go?
I'm preparing the rocket so he can escape the explosion.
In a rocket built for one person.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead. You know what? Let's just grab this. We're going to finish this right here. Let's grab that. And let's send off the Turles here. There we go. There goes the super. We should be fine here. After this turn, we wouldn't be fine, though. But this turn, we should still be okay. Double digits. Love it. Alright, so 20 million. Alright, that sounds about right. And that's with 1 link active, mind you. There we go. And we get the additional normal, which is enough to take out 4 million on normal. That's crazy. Alright, so now we are on the Beast Gohan phase of this Immemorial Battle. So we can do a couple things here. Number 1, let's transform into Hirudegarn. And let's use the domain. Alright, so this is pretty much why we brought the setup we brought, because we get to activate the domain here, which can give us an extra buff. Right, I think it's only like 10%, right? Let's take a look here. Yeah, extreme class allies 10%, and for movie bosses another 10%. So that's actually kind of good. All right, so let's actually, he should be fine slot 1. Let's do this. I want to put him slot 2 because I want the guaranteed additional supers. So let's do that. Okay. All right, so looking a lot better on the attack stat here. So now we just need to hope that Hirudegarn here can dodge those attacks. There we go, Broly. Good. Alright, so 22 million out of the AGL Broly. There's 1. Get 2. There we go. We get another 1. All right, AGL Broly, keep it up, man. All right, and there's that super. Now remember, this one is scripted, so I think we have another 7 attacks, and then he's going to attack us again. Oh, wow, that did kind of a lot. All right, so 23 million. All right, so this kind of seems to be where we can cap him. I think we can get him a little higher if we have the STR Turles here. All right, we get additional super for 15 million. Very nice. And remember, we're basically auto-critting now. All right, so Hirudegarn, we just need that. He's got initial 77% or 70% chance to dodge. So we just need those first couple to proc. No extra supers. What is going on with you today, man? There we go. Okay. There we go. One more. There we go. All right, he's auto dodge now. Perfect. All right, so let's stick him here. Let's do this number. Does this even give us anything? I think it just gives us 24. Yeah, it does. All right, so then let's just grab that. And I would like to use Cellmax's taunt, but I kind of want to see what Broly takes here in slot 1. Let's do it. All right, we will get the Dokkan attack. Okay, so still double digits, and his 3 turns is up, so we've only got guard in 26%. Alright, and that's pretty good because that is a 2.4 million super, so that's pretty good. Okay, so defensively, he's definitely a lot better than I had imagined. Now, this is the 79% friend, but it's still worth the note that he could survive a 2.4 million super in slot 1 as long as he has his guard up. So very nice. There we go. Good way to finish. I love that KO screen. Wow. Look at that. All right. Perfect. So there you have it, folks. There is the LR Tech Broly 55% level 1 links showcase. Honestly, a little better than I imagined, but he also leaves a lot for me to consider, right? I'm definitely thinking he benefits from dupes a lot, right? He needs those additional supers that he doesn't get. That 50% in slot 1 is not enough, which is where he kind of wants to be. In slot 2, he can still do pretty good. As we saw, like with the guaranteed additional supers, you're more likely to see the extra supers out of him. So I think it kind of depends on how you want to play. And I think that's what makes him neat, right? If you want to leave him more defensive, put him in slot 1. You're not going to get as many attacks more than likely. But in slot 2, if you know you need the offense, you can put him in slot 2 and get those guaranteed supers. So I do kind of like that a little bit. It makes for some interesting play. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what are your initial thoughts on Broly at 55%? Love to hear what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.